Greetings, internet drinking buddies. My name is Link. The show's name is Peppermint and Chugging, and on this episode, I'll be imbibing Mr. Stack's Cinnamon Schnapps, 100 proof. Welcome back to the tub, everybody. Now, after the overwhelming positivity I encountered with the Rumplemints product, I decided to go back to my totem line, get some more of it. And sitting right there next to it was this guy, Mr. Stack's Cinnamon Schnapps, 100 proof. There's also a 60 proof, but we don't even look at that. Mr. Stack's Cinnamon Schnapps is made in Minnesota. Comes in at, as we mentioned, 60 proof and 100 proof. You can take a guess as the one that I got here. I was not familiar with the Mr. Stack's brand before this. It appears to be like a similar take on to Kuiper, which I mentioned in the Rumplemints review. They produce like a wide variety of liqueurs, all like really budget pricing on them. This is no different. This is $11 for this fifth here, and at 100 proof, that comes out to 61 cents per drink, which is uber budget value. Now, with budget usually comes a loss in performance, and I mentioned I really enjoyed how much Rumplemints was, it felt like a crafted product as opposed to like a different color cog they put into their like budget liqueur machine and spat out. So yeah, that kind of idea doesn't really bode well for Mr. Stack's here. Now, on the other hand, Cinnamon Schnapps doesn't really exist out of this product as far as I can find. My favorite alcohol of all time, Fireball, this is essentially Cinnamon Schnapps to begin with. So we got like leaning good side, leaning bad side, different angles coming at it. I am honestly, I'm personally excited for this episode. I have no idea if this is going to be good or not. Now, I will be sipping on this bad boy, 100 proof. I'll probably do like a third shot at the end of it. I'll be doing it out of this Minneapolis shot glass. Goes well with the whole Minnesota production of product. I've conquered the label. Maybe? Oh boy, I spoke too soon. Okay, does it smell like cinnamon? Oh, it smells like cinnamon, alright. We do need a toast. With cinnamon, I think, comes the idea of just being warm, like an explosion of happiness. So let's just drink to joy, peace and joy in the world, I think. Does it stay? It stays. It stays. Okay. Okay. Starting to wither. Starting to wither. As you might expect, just douse you with the cinnamon immediately. Just all over the inside of your mouth. And it stays there. It stays there for a while. It doesn't really progress to the throat. It kind of just is self-contained within the mouth, but it's definitely there. Not too bad, but I barely had any of that. So let's take a little bit more, and then we'll take the rest, and we'll see how our feelings change. Yep. Whoa. Felt it in my nose that time. Oh boy. Oh, this final bit might be rough. Okay. Essentially, as it was before, much more pronounced. That time it had to go somewhere, so it came out our nose. Maybe a little bit down the throat, but for the most part, still contained in the mouth area. You're gonna be breathing cinnamon for a while after you have one of these. It's there, it's noticeable. The key thing is, though, is that it's not really like a burning alcohol sensation. It's really more contained in this kind of like, we're just gonna pop off a very extreme flavor, which is burning in its own way, and that either subtly hides the alcohol or just kind of ignores it altogether. But at 50%, it's difficult to just hide it. So I think it's more of a concealing factor, and that the burn that you're experiencing is a familiar burn of cinnamon as opposed to a familiar burn of alcohol. So let's do the rest of this and see if we die. It's worse. Definitely worse. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think what we have here is a specialty product in the sense that you really gotta love cinnamon. You gotta be in like a cold mood. Cold outside, you get into like a hot tub. You know, you get into like your fuzzy PJs, and you have one of these, and your breath just radiates warmth after you have it. It's probably gonna be that way for a while after you have it. But, and the critical factor is, it's like taking like a spoonful of cinnamon. Don't take a whole spoonful of cinnamon, but it's that kind of idea as opposed to a very alcoholic throat burn. It's just like an intense kind of explosion of cinnamon in your mouth. Very, very similar to the 100 proof peppermint, but in cinnamon form. It's not as good. The sort of cinnamon taste to it is a lot kind of drier, and there's notes of the alcohol. The cinnamon still dominates it, but it's not as just pure cinnamon as it was pure peppermint. That might be due to the more budget kind of branding. It might just be the I assume lower quality alcohol that they use to mix it with. But at the same time, it's nice. It's not the kind of thing that you want to have too much of, and its high proof count, I think, reminds you of that. But it is the kind of thing that will get you to that joyous, as we mentioned in our toast, that joyous holiday buzz on a budget. And for me, that's worthy of a recommendation. Might not be for you, but I like this. I like their idea. Uber budget, cinnamon pop of flavor. And they executed on it. They got exactly what I think could have been expected out of this product, which for me, I think is a win. As always, let me know if there are other alcohols you'd like to see me review. We're getting, I think when I publish this, it'll be close to the holidays. So, yeah, have a happy holiday season, a Merry Christmas, as safe as you can, and please, drink responsibly.